What's going on, y'all? It's your man Lighthouse, and you are now tuned into Everything Ain't for Everybody. I'm your host, Lighthouse, and today we're going to be talking about Charlie Bereal's Walk with the Father. Let's go. Okay, y'all, what's going on, man? As you know, my name is Lighthouse. This is the first episode of Everything Ain't for Everybody. And, this is going to be a platform where we review music. I'm only going to talk about the albums that I like. If it moves me, I'm going to talk about it. I love music. I'm always listening to music, different types of music. And I want to use this as an opportunity to actually, talk about the stuff that moves me. So, first album this year that I've heard. I mean, there's been a lot of drops so far. We're already like in February, but there's been a lot of drops. But the first album that I heard this year that made me say I need to save this, and it has very good replay value, is "Walk with the Father" by Charlie Bereal. He signed to Death Row Records, which is now owned by Snoop Dogg, who's a legend. And I like what Snoop Dogg is doing. He's trying to rebrand Death Row Records. Death Row Records, like just as a name, that just sounds like crazy. Like Death Row is not a good thing, right? But when you have Death Row Records and the legacy attached to it, I like what Snoop Dogg is doing in terms of like reclaiming it because he was a part of Death Row, the original Death Row, and now he's creating a lane where he's actually beautifying or in a good sense, sonically gentrifying it where it sounds good and it has positivity. He's turning something that can be perceivably a bad thing like Death Row, and he's making it a positive thing by putting out good music. And like Snoop Dogg has always had his pulse on like funk, and I can attribute it to like his roots in the West Coast and just being from LA and like how dope the musicianship is out there. When we were sampling out here, they have a different way of producing their music on the West Coast. So I love that, Snoop is like reintroducing like the soulful elements of music. It's like when you listen to this album, Walk with the Father, it sounds like a mixture of like Curtis Mayfield, the Shy Lights, a little bit of Marvin Gaye. Not too much Marvin Gaye because October London is like the Marvin Gaye of like Death Row Records now. Like his music is incredible. Like he is like an incarnation of Marvin sonically. Like his voice is just amazing. But Charlie Be Real is really dope, man. Like, I would say my favorite songs on this project happen to be, hold on, let me check my notes. If I look at my notes here, I'm going to say my favorite songs for Charlie Be Real are Never Gonna Take Away My Love, Wherever You Are, and Jack Move. Those are my three highlights. Initially, when I first heard it, like the first song, see, Walk with the Father, it was like, all right, is this a gospel album? I like the cover. The cover is fire. Like when you look at it, this is actually dope. This is dope, right? I like that. But I thought it was like going to be a gospel album because I was like, Walk with the Father, and the first song is Hope, and it kind of has this churchy vibe to it. But after that, it was like, I'm not going to give up on it. Let me just see what the next song was. And I kind of like jumped around, but then when I listened to the instrumentation and just like how everything was orchestrated, and it just had this robust and warm timbre to it. Like it felt very soulful. Like, it sounded like it was taped analog. I know it's not because it's still clean, but it's like high fidelity, but it does have warmth to it, So maybe they did, you know, record it a certain way. I don't know what their recording process was, but it just sounded really good. The album sounded like something I would want to sample. I really think this is a solid album, man. Like, it's a callback to like soul music. This is like baby making music, like this is something that, I would highly and strongly suggest everyone during the month of Black History Month especially around like Valentine's Day, that you actually like listen to this album for the next year and the years to come, because this is like a classic album. I think that everyone should listen to this album and like make babies to it. Reason why I say that is because if you do that in February, you know what's going to happen, right? If you make a baby, if you conceive a baby in February, right? You know what's going to happen? You're going to have a Scorpio. Guess what sign I am? Scorpio. Exactly. So we need more of those in the world. The world is a much better place with more Scorpios. But I digress. Anyway, this album is super fire. I haven't created up a rating system yet. I'm gonna do that though. I'm gonna like create a rating system. I don't know if I should do like, best out of 10 or like 5, like the 5 mics thing. I don't know. I gotta figure out like how I'm gonna like do it, like, but something simple. Maybe I'll do like 5 something, you know what I mean? And then just have like halves and all of that. And just, just kind of see where if everyone agrees with me. Like, I want you guys to like listen to these albums and just like let me know what you think about it. Like, let me know if these resonate with you as well, like how it resonates with me. I really love this album, man. Like, I can't like stress it enough. Like, Walk with the Father by Charlie Bereal is dope. I'm gonna try something, right? This is my first video, and I'm gonna try to play the song, and I'm gonna see if I can get away with it. I'm gonna like do a little magic, production wise, to kind of like see if I can hide it from the bots and all of that, so I don't get the strikes. This is the cover art. Walk with the Father, Charlie Bereal, and let's get into it. My favorite song is Never Gonna Take Away My Love. Let's just hear it. Yeah, Never Gonna Take Away My Love. Yes, Never Gonna Take Away My Love by Charlie Bereal. That song is fire, man. Like, I really like that one, guys. I like it. So, I'm gonna get back to y'all on the rating, but like, just for now, until I create a rating system, let's just say, yeah, this is a solid album, So next up, my friends. They they're serious, and some of them just aren't serious at all. Like, so all right, the elephant in the music room, although if in hip hop or just music, like one of the things, I mean, hip hop is like a big thing, but it's like everyone's not in the world is not focused on hip hop, right? There's people who don't even listen to hip hop, but hip hop does have like a predominant presence in the world. It's in ads, it's in everything. So we know that Kendrick Lamar and Drake have beef, right? So my friend sent me this video. I'm gonna show you guys right now. This is funny. Take a look at this real quick. Just take a look at this.
Hey, I'm tripping, I'm sliding, I'm riding through the back like go. Mustard on a beat, bro, deep boat in rap. He a freak though.
5, 6, 7, go. Whoa. Stop. Back it up. If you're gonna do bachata at the Super Bowl, at least do it right.
Okay, teach me how.
Okay, first of all, pull your pants up.
The bachata at the Super Bowl? All right. Let's just keep it going.
You're walking like a penguin. Second of all, lift your chest. Relax your core. Make your knees soft. Now shift into your right foot. Hip away. And hip away. And, all right, better. Now, move out of the way. I'm going to show you how it's done. Close your feet when you walk. You go right, left, tap with your toe. Now your heel. Left, tap, right, left. Now your turn. Come here. Come here. Okay, now do it right. 5, 6, 7, go. 1 and 2 and 3 and 4 and oh, thank you.
That is literally not what he was doing. Like, yo, that's crazy. I share that, and then what's funny about that is that I think this beef shit has gone too fucking far. Like, I'm from the era of like, we have a diss track, we have this and that. Like, you don't get no Grammy for no diss track. You know what I'm saying? Like, I mean, I like it. You know what I mean? Whatever. You know what I'm saying? Give Kendrick all the Grammys. You know what I mean? I love Kendrick Lamar. Kendrick Lamar is great. I love Drake. I like Drake's music, man. I like both of these guys. I like their music. I think they're both great artists, and they're two different types of artists. But they did go head to head, pause, in a battle, and Kendrick won the battle. But at some point, it's just like, all right, like, but now that it's in the Super Bowl, the Super Bowl is like the biggest stage in the world. So now people who wouldn't really necessarily care about this battle actually care about it, and they're using it as like inspiration to make content, and then the content they're making is just silly. You know what I mean? It's a lot of it. This is just one instance of like something that someone sent me, and it's just like, this is crazy. You know what I mean? So I laughed at this. Me and my friends were laughing at this because it's like that video. I forget her name. I think her name is Dina.
Okay. Cut it.
Hey, I'm Dina. Look at my feet. My feet are straight ahead. You don't want to do that.
This is hip hop. You gotta do it like this. You gotta do it like that. You know what I mean? Here's the video right here.
I took some of this from an African piece. In the African piece, it was like this.
Exactly. So that's what I mean when I say that it's gone too far. Like, it's going to take on a whole new thing. Then we have Will Ferrell doing the rendition of it. It's like, it's gotten to a point where like it's left the hip hop building.
Why you doing like a bitch? Ain't you tired? Try suck a chord and it's probably A minor. A minor.
It's kind of like, I feel like people are making a mockery of it. You know what I mean? It's not as serious. It's like super commercialized, and it's to a point where it's kind of corny now. You know what I mean? Like, I just like the back and forth. I just like to see what it did to stimulate the culture. It's like he created a world of interpretation where everyone is like paying attention to like what's being said, and that's important. We need that because music has gotten so vanilla where people are just getting away with anything, and there's no standard in place to stop people from just saying just anything. Like, you just can't say just anything. Like, you have to have something to say. The depths in which Kendrick goes is like, it's a callback, and just, it's a reminder that that's what hip hop is about. It's about being deep, and that's just what music is supposed to be about. It's supposed to come from a real place. It's not supposed to be something where, oh, I'm gonna just do this and get rich, you know? And I feel like whoever is gatekeeping or whoever controls things, you know, you could like fudge the numbers and do different things with the algorithm to get someone some motion. I don't even want to get into that because that you know, you never know. Like, who knows what? You know, sometimes people just like certain things and it just flies, it just goes. But I would say that yeah, it's getting to a point now where, and it's kind of been there for me, but I know people still love it and they like to talk about it, and it stimulates the economy. This drama that we are seeing unfold before our eyes, like, and it seems like it's going to be ongoing because they're both are about to start doing tours. Kendrick is doing a tour, and Drake is already in Australia touring. So, you know, when Kendrick goes on tour, this thing is going to come up. You know, he's not going to do a tour without these said songs. He's going to do Not Like Us. He's going to do GNX, you know, and people coming to see that, you know. So this is going to be like a long-standing thing. And, you know, I mean, I just, you know, like, I liked it when it was just like, I say something, you say something, I say something back, and then we just get to the point like, yo, you know what, let's just stop, because next thing you say, I'm going to punch you in your face, you know, like, but it should never get to that. But sometimes it can get to that. Sometimes somebody might say something that's a little too crazy, and you be like, yo, when I see you, you know, but I don't want it to ever get to that. We should not be violent. It's just like we're doing poetry, you know, and that's it at the end of the day. But listen, it's just getting crazy, man. Like, I'm sure there's other things, and I'm sure I'll share more stuff with you guys. But this is my first episode. I just wanted to, drop through, kick it a little bit with y'all, and just make an introduction. Definitely check out Charlie Bereal, Walk with the Father. You know what I mean? I told y'all my 3 favorite songs, which is Never Gonna Take Away My Love, Wherever You Are, and Jack Move. Love those songs. They're dope. Listen, this is my opinion. I like this album. I don't care too much for this rap beef anymore. I think the shit is getting corny, but that's just my opinion. My opinion may not be for you, but everything ain't for everybody. So if you made it this far, thank you. You can like, comment, and share this video. You can also subscribe. And I'll see you next go around. Thank you for tuning in. Everything for everybody. Peace.